Did you know the strip's all stirred up lately?
This is a dangerous place, human, especially for your kind. I suggest you turn back. There's nothing good waiting for you further on. You must have heard her radio broadcasts. Though why a human would follow her invitation here is beyond me, unless you didn't listen very closely. The voice on the radio belongs to Tabitha, the supreme commander of Black Mountain, or as she calls it, the state of Utopatha. She took control of this place almost 2 years ago. The super mutants here do whatever she says, and she says humans are to be killed on sight. Help would improve the odds. Help might just make the difference. Alright, if you're good enough at what you do to meet me in the village up near the peak, we can talk further. I'll have a plan by the time I see you, if I see you. Good luck. It's gonna be a lot harder for you to get up there than it will be for me.
In the shadow of the valley that I'll miss.
Welcome back, Utopatha. I have with me best friend Tabitha, who has something important she'd like to share.
Well, Rhonda, I'm a little concerned about the number of humans that keep coming to Black Mountain.
Humans? Here? Oh, why do you think they do that?
Honestly, I think they're a little jealous of the ideal society we built here, Rhonda, and I can't blame them. We have everything we need. Food, shelter, safety, entertainment. It really is a paradise.
There's no arguing with the truth, is there?
But humans need to be aware that Black Mountain is no place for them. In fact, it's even dangerous for them here.
Why is that?
First of all, there's the radiation. That warm, peaceful glow that we all know and love doesn't have the same effect on humans. You see, humans are weak and have an inherent defect that causes them to fall apart when exposed to radiation.
That sounds understand it. Radiation's like everywhere.
I know! They truly have a hard lot in life, which may explain why they're so irritable all the time!
I don't know.
Prim wimped out and accepted NCR rule. Some people do anything for their sake.
Welcome to another episode of Know Your Mutants. Special guest star, best friend Tabitha, is with us in the studio to share her insights on this topic that affects us all.
Thank you, Rhonda. Today, I'd like to talk about a subject near and dear to my heart, the Nightkin.
Ooh, you must know a a lot about the Nightkin, best friend Tabitha, seeing as how you are one.
That's true, Rhonda. I am in a unique position to speak to the natural superiority of my kind. Our story begins, as most stories do, with the Master. Our glorious leader had created the super mutants, but something nagged at him.
What was it?
Good question. I can do better, he must have said to himself. And boy, did he ever. A new type of mutant was created. Stronger, faster, smarter, more dangerous in every way. We were to normal super mutants what they were to humans, and they were told to defer to us in all things.
Of all the Nightkin.
Yes, as the highest-ranking Nightkin alive, my voice speaks for all Nightkin everywhere.
Which is why all super mutants should do what you say, right?
That's right. My position of supreme authority must never be questioned.
One last thing. Is there any truth to the rumor that all Nightkin are slightly crazy from their overuse of psychologically damaging pre-war technology?
None at all, Rhonda.
There you have it, Utopatha. Nightkin, your benevolent overlords, who are most certainly not crazy. We'll be back after this.
I can see that lone star from 1,000 miles away, calling me back home, though I ventured far astray. When I see that beacon shining for me all alone, it calls me back to Texas and to home. Lone star, shine down on my hometown, will my memory light my way. In the open valley, the open range all round, sunlight and the smell of new mown hay. I remember, though I've wandered, and much happiness I've found, till I wish that I could be back there today. I know my home is waiting for me by the river.
Destroy!
My thoughts
A pleasant surprise to see you made it. I'm ready to get started if you are. Here's the plan. The gate to Tabitha's compound is guarded by several Nightkin, all of them using devices that make them invisible. I'm going to draw them away from the gate by telling them I spotted an intruder in the village. Then you slip in. Yes, so try to stay out of sight, because they'll be coming this way.
You're listening to UNC, the Utopithian News Channel, with breaking news. The execution of Master Mechanic Raoul Tejada has again been commuted for a period of 24 hours to allow time for important repairs. Joining us is Cell to update on the situation.
Hi there, Rhonda.
What's your take on the situation?
All I want is to make my best.
We'll be right back after this word from from our sponsor, during which Raoul will contemplate how lucky he is to be alive.
The rest is up to you, human.
listening to another edition of Know Your Mutants with Best Friend Tabitha. So, Best Friend Tabitha, who will we learn about today?
I guess it's time we talked about the Dum-Dums.
Oh, you mean the second-generation super mutants who aren't so bright?
That's them, Dum-Dums. That is,
They're very big and strong.
Yes, they're just as big as other mutants and as strong as they look. Beyond that,
And there's a lot of them.
Oh yeah, Dum-Dums are the most common type of mutant that most travelers will encounter, and make up more than half the mutants here in Utopia.
Best Friend Tabitha, some of our listeners may wonder how you can call them Dum-Dums on the air like this.
That's a good question, Rhonda.
Thank you.
The truth is, they're so dumb, they don't even know that I'm talking about them right now.
And that's another revealing look at mutant kind. Second-generation super mutants. Big, numerous, dumb. More after this.
If your heart's not in it, we could have wedded bliss. If we'd only begin it, I'm feeling low down. You know what I'm talking about. You let the blues move in now, I'm moving out. This old house ain't a home with no love inside it. But we set out pretty strong. Now we just can't fight it. I'll leave it today. I don't argue or shout. You let the blues move in now, I'm moving out, moving out. What's the use in buying a car if you won't buy gasoline? Who we used to be, 2 under par, now we can't get on the green. I don't know where it went, but it sure went a-flying. Love's like gold that's been spent. Now there's no use of crying. Tell me where can I go? East or west or north or due south. You let the blues move in now, I'm moving out. I'll take it. But it sure went a-flying. Love's like love that's been spent. Now there's no use crying. Tell me where can I go? East or west or north or new south. You let the blues move in, now I'm moving out. You let the blues move in, now I'm moving out.
Welcome, Utopia, to another episode of Know Your Mutants. Today, we're proud to have best friend Tabitha with us. Welcome to the show.
Good to be here, Rhonda. You look good.
So what type of mutant did you want to talk about this time, best friend Tabitha?
I thought I'd briefly talk about first-generation super mutants, Rhonda.
Ooh, what can you tell us about them?
What we call the first generation of super mutants, Rhonda, were actually created by the Master himself. Like everything the Master took a direct hand in, they were better than the ones who came later, the ones made by accident. They were smarter, almost as smart as Nightkin, and were able to think and act for themselves. However, the first generation seems to have some kind of suicidal urge that they can't control.
How terrible! What makes you say that, best friend Tabitha?
So far, all first-generation super mutants that have come to Utopia have left not soon after.
How strange! Why would anyone leave the safety and comfort that Utopia provides?
Why indeed, Rhonda? But now there's not a single first-generation super mutant in Utopia!
Except Neil.
Except Neil!
Well, I think we've learned something today. Let's go to the music.
Hate to criticize, boss, but I'm not actually immortal, just old.
Took you long enough, so can I go? Sorry. I assumed the only reason you'd fight past a horde of super mutants and pick the lock on... But maybe you're just sightseeing. Alrighty then. Anything's better than staying here. Let's go.